Have you ever heard the expression, "I'm freezing cold"? It's not just a figure of speech. It can happen when your body is exposed to low temperatures for an extended period of time. Let's take a look at what happens when we are freezing cold. But before diving into the topic, hit the like button and subscribe to the Evolving Knowledge channel for more educational content. Let's get started. Hypothermia is a medical emergency caused by prolonged exposure to cold temperature, in which the body loses heat faster than it can produce. When the core body temperature is below 35 degrees Celsius, hypothermia can occur. But what is core temperature? Core temperature, also called core body temperature, is the operating temperature of an organism, specifically in the body's deep structures, such as the liver, compared to the temperatures of peripheral tissues. At this point, you might think, "Oh, I live in a country with no severe winters, so hypothermia will not happen." Even in places with no snow, you can die from hypothermia. Imagine temperatures below 10 degrees Celsius, which is not very low actually, and you are not wearing the proper clothes and are exposed to this temperature for many hours. What do you think it can happen? How does hypothermia occur? Our body constantly produces heat. Much of this energy is made in the heart and liver. At the same time that we produce heat, we lose it. Partly from sweat or contact with surfaces that can dissipate heat, or in contact with air or ice water. When we are losing heat, we protect ourselves by putting on adequate clothing, such as winter jackets and others. Our body also has a mechanism to protect itself. It increases muscle activity, which will generate heat. Usually, the people most exposed to this type of situation are the ones living on the streets or in unprotected houses or unprepared to protect themselves from the cold. Young children and the elderly are the ones more vulnerable to hypothermia. What are the levels of hypothermia? Mild hypothermia, between 32 and 35 degrees Celsius. The typical symptoms are shivering, goosebumps, bluish skin, fast heart rate, and confusion. If the body temperature is even lower, and you might be suffering from moderate hypothermia, temperature range from 28 to 32 degrees Celsius. In this stage, shivering stops, and you start feeling very tired. You can have hallucinations. The reflexes can decrease, and the breathing starts getting shallow. In temperatures lower than 28 degrees Celsius, it is severe hypothermia. The symptoms are stiffness, low blood pressure, and muscle rigidity, and you can pass out or go into a coma and possibly die as a result. But, how long does it take for someone to die from hypothermia? The answer to this question is that it depends. It depends on several factors, such as whether one is exposed to the cold in air or water, how cold the temperatures are, and how healthy and old the person is. Depending on conditions, hypothermia can occur within minutes to hours or slowly over days to weeks. Do you think it is possible to revert the process? Yes, it is. There are some treatments that can save the life of someone with hypothermia. The first measure is to move the sick people to a warmer place as soon as possible, and remove any wet clothing they might be wearing. Provide warm beverages if the person can drink. For severe hypothermia, the treatment must be in the hospital. It can include blankets, heating pads, warm baths, or heaters that blow warm air to help bring a person's body temperature back up. Warm fluids that are given intravenously are also an option. We can see how important it is to protect ourselves from severe cold and identify the symptoms of hypothermia. For more videos on medicine and biology, we have a playlist about these subjects. Before you go, like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.